going on YouTube? This is Jay, the owner of Ace of Spades Auto Detailing, and also one of the founders as well too. And just to keep you informed, what we're going to do in this video here, we're going to show you our old van and how we transition upgrade to a new van, which we'll be stripping this one, doing the exact same thing as the new one. But I want to show you what we did before and how we did it better for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for further updates on the next videos. Got a 8,000 watt generator, sliding tray as well. The sliding tray, you can get that at any RV stores. Basically your local stores carry the exact same ones. I've seen them in every RV, and they usually run about $299. You know, things might go up now. A 200 GX and the Honda pressure washer. Was a DI tank here, but we switched it over to the new one. Of course, the North Star. I'm gonna show you the new upgrade that we did. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this van has never been updated or changed. So this is a 5-year-old van that we have it. So this thing has, this is what it looks like 5 years. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's beat up. I mean, things just fall apart. It's just what it is. But we'll show you the upgrades. We got our bottle shines here. But this real North Star, I mean, it's old. 5 years, no rust. I mean, this thing is marvelous. The new thing I got now, I don't know if it's gonna last long, but we are gonna put it to the test and see how it goes. Of course, the applicators. This is how we had to leave our applicators here. We didn't want to throw it in here because these were where the rags went. Is where the extra bottles were going, and of course, any supplies of anything else, we threw it in there. That's just how we had it. Again, you got the heat shield. The heat shield screwed in. C-Flow, this is a 3.3 gallons per minute, and it works great, not a problem. It only turns on when it's activated, so that's always a good thing as well too. And then of course, that wire goes all the way up to here, all the way down. And we have an on and off switch, but I took that out. Like, again, we had some issues with it, but on the new van, I'll show you the new upgrade. Now, over here is where we have the water inlet that goes into the water tank. Now, that one here, the one thing about the RV ones, I want to tell you real quick, and that's the name brand right there. This thing is supposed to stop right there, does not. I'm going to show you what we did on the next van to prevent all this. So, because every time you're driving, this is what it's doing. And I'm going to promise you that's not good. Over time, it's going to, of course, you can see it's starting to bend. So we're going to have to take this one off. Either repair it or build it. Recommend this. One thing we were doing at first was filling up the water tank and the hose. Unless you guys got a truck, then that's fine. But in the van, more convenient to put in here. I'll show you the new upgrade on that one as well too. We'll go from there. The wood has been Rhino-X. I mean, this thing is tough. Like, I love it. This is I'm telling you, I actually watched the guy do his wooden deck, Rhino-X brown, and that thing was impressive. Like, grip, everything. You're not going to run into any problems, corrosion or anything on that. So that's the reason why I Rhino-X a lot of this stuff. Even in the back, the water tank, Rhino-X as well too. So I did a lot of Rhino-X, I ain't gonna lie. It's Rhino-X on this, so when you do that, you do have to do a tarp all the way around, cover your head to toe, glasses, everything. You do have to buy the whole complete shield set to cover yourself. If you don't, you're gonna get Rhino-X on you, and that is not coming off. I'm telling you, you're gonna be scrubbing skin off. Don't do it. Cover yourself up. You know, buy everything you need. And then it does take 7 days before you can put this stuff on here. So that's not a joke. Same thing when I did the Rhino-X on the roof. It took 7 days. You gotta have 3 days no rain and 7 days to carry. So once you do that, then you can put everything back in. But that's the one thing I forgot to tell you guys. I Rhino-X my wood. A lot better. Explain this a little bit more. Again, some of these are still the same things we have in the newer one, which we'll show that newer one shortly. I'm just going to show you the products that we had and what we've been using for the moment. Bottle holders. I bought this online. I believe it was American Body, a company, if I'm not mistaken, or American Vans. It's been a long time. This has been 5 years. The foam guns, look, foam guns break over time. They don't last long, especially if you're doing a lot. So what we did was we manufacture our own. I think we got like 50 of them. So there's no problems. They'll last us for another year or two before we have any more issues. Probably longer than that. We sell them to other detailers here in Atlanta as well. But that's what we have our bottle holders here. Then we had our other bottles holders right here. Those, again, like I said, we had all-purpose glass. We're just taking everything out, do a little bit better on it. That's the phone number. You guys want to call me, don't hesitate. Say, hey, get a little information where you get such such. It'd be a lot better. I'm not gonna do all this link and add into the YouTube. I think that's way too much of my time. I stay too busy to do all that. But again, you guys can call that number. I'll answer any questions, text, whatever. I got you. All right, so on and off switch. That is on Amazon as well too, $29.99. Those are really good, and then they last about a couple of years. After a couple of years, you're gonna have to replace them, which they're cheap, easy, quick, and replaceable. The clutch reel holes, I'm gonna tell you that right now, they're okay. The rubbers, they don't last long. I do highly recommend you get the hybrid. I think it's a hybrid something rubber hose, something a lot stronger, a lot thicker. Highly recommend that. This is going to be the last one. That once this goes out, we'll switch it over, and that's on the new van. We'll show you that as well too. Vacuum Aid, that is this one right here. I don't know what the price is now. Had this for 5 years again. Only had to finally just replace it actually this year or last year. I couldn't remember. I think it's this year. Turn this upside down and then 3 bolts out. That's it. And put the motor right back in. This thing, champ. Once you replace this, I do recommend you placing the amp switch, because for some reason, when this blows out, the motor blows out, this is definitely gonna blow out. So go ahead and get them both at the same time, because you won't run into any problems. I think the thing costs about 100 and something. I don't even think it was 200 bucks, and I think this was a few $10 if I'm not mistaken. Still use the clutch. That's a new one. We did have the Husky. Husky lasts us for 5 years. Never ran into a problem. Love it. So now I kind of get out of the Huskies. The only thing I don't like about the Huskies, they don't have this. And when you want to blow out that air, which I recommend you blowing out every day, you got to use a tool and wrench pipe. I ain't doing all that. So they don't no longer do it. On the back of it has the towels. Of course, on the new van, we have a better way of system. This is where, that's the brand that I use right there on Amazon. You Google it, on and off switch remote. It's called, I think it's on and off switch remotes at this brand. You'll be good to go. I got it hooked up, got my boy Bradley, electrician over here in Atlanta. Got him custom made, run the line all the way down to the generator. Now up top is a jet rack. You can get that, I think it's $59.99, probably be more now with everything going up. That's for the longer, for transit vans and stuff like that. That thing is amazing. I mean, you push forward and then you pull it back and it slides right out. No issues, no complaints, no problems. Real simple stuff. Easy to install. They got a YouTube on it with no problem. Auto fiber, the mop mitt, I love it. Back in the days, you used chemical guys, thing would break, especially these parts right here, but not this one. This thing's holding down. Windshield wipers, which I think on the new one we won't, because we now switched over to DI. 50-foot hose. Did something different on this one. Got tired all the time. These Velcros over time will get tiring and they don't even stay together. Of course, hookup valves. I'll show you a new upgrade on that one that I did there for that. This bucket is here for our our pump sprayer for the wheels. Of course, the trash can. Of course, this one's coming out. I believe that's the HP60. I got that on. Listen, a lot of these things you can find things on Marketplace. and you can get a hell of a deal on that. I think I bought that for 600 bucks. I only had to replace one thing out of it, and now it's practically brand new. This thing is a champ. A ladder, you can get the ladder. This one here, believe, was $22 at Harbor Freight, and had an issue with it yet. And so far I had it for 2 years, so it's working good on that. This one, of course, for this, found a better way than just throwing it in here. I'll tell you what, you keep throwing all your stuff in here over time, it keeps moving back and forth, it's gonna get banged up and it's gonna go like crap. One thing that I ran into when we were doing this, after years of doing this, was flowing the water in the tank. This is a 200-gallon tank. I use about 100 a day, sometimes all the way to the end. The one problem I had when I was filling up, I would overfill it and water flow everywhere. So I definitely recommend you getting, I think it's like a toilet valve, if I'm not mistaken. It's at Home Depot. It's a bulk fitting. Again, I believe, there it is. So it'll pour out. Once it gets to, I think, the 3 holes, they'll stop. I think so. It holds about 175. Definitely recommend that bad boy. I tell you what, you can just go eat, mind your own business. Of course, this is the water retrieve back, so you can keep the pressure washer going when we're running. So don't overheat and blows up. Here we had a basket, a little sign for us, not carrying no big old A-frames. I think that's overdoing it. Just something small with an A-frame. It says wash me, pretty cool stuff. I didn't have a lot of room for a lot of things, so I had crates in here. Like I said, this was the very first van that we got. And I'm gonna go ahead and close everything. I'll show you how it looked. But that's the original decals that we had on here. This was almost like the same setup as when I had my pickup trucks and we converted it into a van. This is what we got. This was an 06. The wheels on this one at first were, what was it? I believe it was just the regular wheels with the hubcaps, and those things kept falling off. So I went for Black Rock, and I got those for like 500 bucks with some beefy tires on them. Again, I had to change them because I got tired of those plastics falling off and going down the roads. Now these, a lot of people have been asking. I ain't gonna lie, I did learn the hard way, got better ones, but the magnets were great. The problem with the magnets and doing this on your car, and I'm gonna tell you right now, is this right here. And over time, you're gonna cause issues. You're gonna chip the paint. You're gonna cause rust. So on the new one, I'm gonna show you what we did on the new one. We're gonna still do the same thing, but we're not gonna have a problem on it. Especially the whole thing's wrapped. So again, these are amazing. But you have to be very careful if you got it full wrapped on here, but each van should hold 8 of these. That's typically the highest. I think the Volvo C90, you'll need all of them to hold it. But hold it all in place. Pressure wash the mats, let it sit and dry. If you're putting it on the ground and you're pressure washing, or you're doing all those folding tables and doing all that stuff, man, look, I'm telling you, you put these mats on here right now, they ain't going nowhere. They'll sit and dry. You can even have the carpets. You want to put the carpets on here, vacuum it real good, perfect. They don't move. Amazing. All right, so this is what we have. This is what we got right now. Already showed you the old one. That is an 06. Now this one is a 2000 E350. The other one is 2006 E250. The 350 is a beast to me. Way better. The suspension, the whole 9 yards. When you're pulling that much water, 175 gallons of water, I'm not gonna lie, it can move a little bit. Don't recommend you going about 70, 75 at the most on the highway. With this one here, you can go fast. You can go almost 90 and you ain't feeling nothing. But again, I'm not gonna get rid of it. All the vehicles have rebuilt engine. The 206 got a brand new transmission, so this thing is good. This one here just got a rebuilt engine just recently before we put the wrap on. Wrap is done by Dr. Decal in Marietta. Awesome, phenomenal guy. So he's gonna do the next one once we strip the old one. So the new van itself, of course, you can see the logo on it, a lot better. Beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to open up the doors, explain all the new upgrades that we did. Keep in mind, this is 5 years since we even changed anything. That thing has stayed exactly where it is. If there was something broke, we just fix it and put it on. Got to rig it, whatever we got to do. Never really thought about getting it up and making it a little bit more presentable, and now we are. So I'm going to show you what we got going. I do got to put a strap on this door. That's the only way. Not worry too much about this. I'll explain the reason why. All right, so difference from the 06 to the 2000. And I know for a 2000, people will be like, an old 2000, why'd you go newer? This thing had the original 80,000 miles when we first bought it. And we only paid $3,200 for this van. We just rebuilt the engine just to make sure everything's good. Full brake system. I mean, we put so much money into this. This van is not going nowhere no more. And it's got right now, out of having this for 3 years, I think we put about a 108 on it now. So again, I'm not getting rid of this thing. This thing is a beast. All right, so plastic. We use a plastic 4mm thick. Of course, the cutting's not perfect, but again, we did our best. This is on my own, no help, other than me and my wife doing this together. We can only do this as the brush holder. And the reason what got in the way was this generator, when it slides out, becomes when you put it back in, I mean, you barely got any room. I mean, this is what we have. So, I mean, I'm really just kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to deal with it. The problem, what I said about those generators, is that they keep rocking back and forth because of this thing. This thing that's supposed to be connected to here, it don't work, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, over time, it just doesn't work. It just stays right here. I don't know why. So what we did here, went to Home Depot for 11 bucks. Bought one of these little latches. I know y'all seen these. They're little twisters. Twist it, move it out the latch, and pull it out. When you're done, this ain't moving anymore. So that's what I like about that. Difference on the new generator. Same 200GX Honda. We just got a little bit better, what you call it, little things here. We got the skip plate. I got that on Amazon. I think if I'm not mistaken, I got 2 for 100 bucks. I can't remember. I think it was 100 bucks on Amazon. Again, I can send you a link. If you call me, say, hey, where'd you get this? I'm telling you, I'll give it to you. I'm not that kind of person. Show you exactly where to find it. I have it in my cart. So it comes with 2. I believe it came with 2 or just 1. I just bought 2 because we're going to upgrade the other one. And then after that, did the exact same thing, but of course made this black because I figured, why not make it look better than what it was instead of silver and then have all that black smoke on it, the heat shield. Same thing with the C-Flow. DI tank, all new hoses. So anytime I'm rebuild everything, I just change out the hose, get a new one, make it look nicer. DI tank, spot free. I got this from Garage Warehouse Supplies, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I can call me, text me, I'll send you the link. You can Instagram me, Facebook me, I answer it all. All right, there's 2 numbers, 1 Acworth, 1 Marietta. Either phone, somebody will answer your phone calls. This bad boy has been amazing. This is so how I did this one is easy. So anytime, let's just say this van breaks down for some reason, I can go ahead and take this off, pull it over to the next one to ready set up for the next one. And I love this thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hold on. That's how easy. I made them where they can come off and come on easily. Of course, you come right here. They're off now. Turn them both this way, and then they're on. My water in Cobb County, I believe, is 57. I mean, that's almost pretty clean water. So this one here is a 2,000 gallons. I can't remember what time I bought that. I know I bought it in February, somewhere mid-February, maybe closer to the end. So I've only had it for about a month. Again, I don't know how long it is when I need it, but I'll have I'll buy the resin just to make sure in the next month. I know I still got months before I even do it. I only use it on certain times. Pre-wash, use regular water, shut it off. When you get into using, when it's super hot, when you're about to foam it, yes, put the DI on. When you're about to rinse it, put the DI on. But when you're doing pre-rinsing and doing the wheels, use the regular water. I'm telling you, save that. You don't use DI for everything. That's just dumb. Okay, the next changes. Don't mind this. I had to super glue this. Putting a hook for the wire, and I'm gonna tell you why. There eventually water does come out. Water comes regardless. Water's gonna leak somehow, some way. On the old one, you left it down here like this, and somehow water got in, basically fried it and smoked this whole thing. Okay, so the new thing is I got it hooked up away from the ground. This is gonna be for the water pump. I run that line of can all the way up to down there. And then I got an extension cord I gotta go pick up today, and that's gonna plug in. And then this one's gonna plug in right here for this cord, and then regular plug in for all those. But I got a bunch. I mean, I think I got a lot of lines, so I'm not tripping. They work great. Highly recommend making sure you hang that up on the wall. Don't leave it down. That's how I did it. Again, I just kind of get a rig it because I knew we're upgrading our new van, so I figured I'd just deal with it until I was ready to do this. All right, containers. This thing is amazing. So what we're doing here is the rags going here or towels going here, whichever one we're going to do. We're going to label it, make sure it's done right. This will hold. I don't use a lot of towels now. Now that I switched out to the DI water, I can maybe use 3 or 4 towels throughout the whole day. The rags, of course, will have a lot, but it can hold it. This is where I keep the sponges in here now, not just laying out here anymore. This is the reel. And of course, now this one was $198. The other reel on the old one was, that thing's more now. I think that's $349. I do not know how long this is gonna last, so we're gonna play the test. This is new gun, new everything. Amazon, the gun on this one, that's that brand right there. You can get that for $39.99 on Amazon. I know that for sure. But this one here is $198. If you got, they have a 15 or 20% discount, and you get it. But you do have to move these around in order for this to work, depending on what position you're having it at. So just remember that. All right, so on this side here, of course, the brushes. Sublab, I think both of these are Sublab. We've been using this the most. I love this thing. But I'm going to tell you, certain vehicles, Corvettes, you're going to have to go through this, or you're going to have to go through the skinnier one. Auto Fiber, I believe, sells that one. For the fender well, tires, real tough. And of course, if it really needs some scrubbing, the metal brushes have been working real good for us as well too. This will allow me to have 2 Max Shine 3 holder bottles. What I do difference is on the blacks will be my regular 3D super soap, and this one here will be stuff that we put on contactless, that we just throw it on to remove all the grime and salt or whatever it is that needs it at that time. That's what's going to go there. So again, this is what it looks like from the upgrade, minus that super glue, but versus on the old van and the 06. So we're gonna be on the side of the van, so this is gonna be a little bit more different, and a lot different than the old van, but still almost somewhat the same. I'm gonna show you that in just a second. So the bottles itself, what I did is I Rhino X. So same thing in the back. I did a Rhino X on colors. They do specialized colors on the Raptor. I did now the Raptor, I believe I had to get it on eBay. It comes with 4 bottles of the colors that you want. It's $178 on eBay. Amazing. I mean, this stuff, the problem that I had on the old ones, like the Max Shine, I'm telling you, it's gonna rust. We sanded down, me and my wife. This took us 2.5 months to build this van. So me and my wife sand the heck out of this. Then after that, prime it twice. Then after that, put a coating, the coating on it after that. For all the bottle holders and the back that you saw for the brushes, that took 2 bottles. I think it could go 3, one more, but again, I'm trying to use it for the next van. So over time, if it starts acting up, we'll clean it up and replay it one more time. Again, we're still missing bottles because we were ordering new products that were coming in. We're waiting on it. Detail Links is who I use. Brian Crosby, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. The owner of the company, I'm gonna tell you right now, way better than ACP and Marietta. Treat you a lot better. I just like I said, the way they make you feel, they don't make you feel like family. I went ahead, tossed out any bottles that had to do with ACP, got a whole new set of bottles. I got tons of these bottles. He got I think you get 75 bottles in a box. I don't know how much it was. You can go online, you can see it as well too. You set me up on a commercial account. ACP wouldn't do that. Tell me I got to spend at least $10,000. I think that's crazy. You get somebody that's small and becomes big, you want those small people because over time they'll grow. So no longer I don't mess with ACP and Marietta. If that's you guys, good luck with that. Detail Link, that's them right there. If you need their contact number, Google it, you'll see them. They're in Buford, Georgia. I think, and they ship all the products to me. I do know I got to spend about $300 if I'm not mistaken, for them to come and ship it. And I think I get a discount, like 20% discount on top of that. So to me, that's a bless. I'll take that all day. I use their tire shine. It's called Cobalt. Amazing stuff. I can't even argue with them. No, I use that. 3D glass shine, high gloss. I forgot what the name of that company is. All purpose McGuire. Thanks to Detailer Sarasota telling me which ones to get. And of course, these are all this other stuff. I just threw it in here. I'm not using some of it. A lot of this stuff is going away. I just threw it in to see how it holds. So I'll explain this. So I found this. I was just searching around, and this thing is amazing. I mean, it locks in without a problem. This part here, you get 4 of them. And it's cheap. I mean, Amazon products. I mean, but I tell you what, if you got a stick and you need to lock that in, that's where it is. You can get that. Call me. Send you a link on that. Of course, on and off button, same thing I have. All right. The new hose reel, a lot different, a lot stronger. You can tell. Still the same brand, but just the hose is a different brand, which is same thing. This one still hasn't blown out on us yet, so we still good because this is 3 years old. So I say, but in a year or two, we'll be ready to change out the motor on that one. Different on this is the toolbox. We had a gray bins. Over time, they cracked. Over time, stuff falling, dirt falling in. We had to get rid of the towels. So now we got it all secured. Got my towels in here, rags in here, different colors for what they are. Still got to work on that. Mitts. Wash mitts. These are for the wheels, stuff like that in here. So a couple things that I've changed in here was, in Atlanta, you're gonna get flat tires, my man. I'm telling you, you're gonna pick up a nail, and it sucks that you have to get somebody to fix it. So what we do now is make sure we have that, make sure we have the drill, and of course the thing to fill up the air in. We ain't gonna have no more problems with that. Biohazard bags, definitely a must. If you don't do them, then no, that's on you. Here, I know as a detailer, I've always ran into problems sometimes, and it's just random times that I leave the car on too long, and or we're cleaning the car too long, and lights are on or something and kills the battery. This thing will power a dump truck. I did spend some money on this, and I wanted to make sure every van has one, so there's never gonna have a problem. This thing will start up like that. Okay, tape. If you're applying some certain thing on ceramic coating, the new pet tool that come out, light. The pet scraper. Oh, I love this thing. This thing's amazing. This walnut scrubbers. I know some of y'all use that ninja scrubbers, or y'all use the brushes and all that. Yes, some of them you have to do, but when you're doing panels and leather seats, I'll tell you right this, scratch-free walnut scrubbers. I got packs of these, tons of them, and I cut them up in little squares. And here's the cool thing about them. When you use them once, you throw them away and be done with it. You don't have to worry about carrying it, cleaning it, putting it in the back. it's done. What's done is done. Seatbelts. Cleaning your seatbelts. This tool is amazing on Amazon. Saw a guy on YouTube said, hey, you know what? Let's try it out. We'll clean the seats. Seatbelts in this van, got it all prepped. My wife cleaned the heck out of it. She used this, made the seatbelts look brand new. Definitely highly recommend that. Send you a link if you need it. Tools. Of course, again, I got to clean all this out. Air compressor, drills, little tools if I need to fix anything, mask, God forbid, throw up stinks. Just the basic tools, and I'm telling you, you're going to need. Of course, all the cleaning supplies that you probably need as well too. And of course, the key itself that locks. I got to put this in the magnet for the other. So the back windows, they actually work really well. I love it. Just put this new hook on. Gotta mind the little stain. This super glue. I gotta get the product to rip it off. But something I realized that we use a lot, so we're gonna have to use that. The new ones, I gotta pull it off. It has the actually tip to protect yourself. These are Harbor Freights. Sometimes you got some of that little rubber stuff that you need to pop out. I mean, and some of these I use for if I need to use for the seats. Got a little stuff in the seats, need to pop the hole out. I'm telling you, this stuff works great. I love it. Ran the line up top because I couldn't. Toolbox were in the way, so ran that up top. I'm gonna secure those two lines with a zip tie. I want a bigger air compressor because this big van can carry it. That's the Harbor Freight one. Got the gas can for our blower, which is not in here yet. What we'll put in here is the ladder, actually the shampoo machine, the ladder, and then the blower, and then of course our buckets that we have. Plenty of room for everything. The only thing I highly recommend that I have to do is, of course, take out the buckets to open this up. Not a problem. Not worried about that. Shampoo machine, extra cords, because I'm going to tell you right now, over time, sometimes these may blow out, and it can barely happen. Just have your extension cords ready, so that case you can keep moving. If you have to run the line separately for each one of these, you can do that, or you run in somebody's garage, however you want. I don't like using other people's stuff, so I use my own. Rhino. Got the colors to match. Still the 200-gallon tank. This was from Northern Tool. They did not make this type anymore. And it sucks because if something ever happens to this tank, I am done and I got to figure out a better tank. This is designed exactly how it fits in here, and it fits perfectly. Same thing, let me get up here, show you. So if it goes any more, like I said, runs that line. Got that shut-off valve, just like the toilet. It runs in there. Then I got the mop that I pull out and I mop on the stick. The difference between this was I got tired of the Velcro, so I got a throw on. Just throw it over. Now we do have to Velcro it. I do not have room, and I think the biggest problem is that generator takes a lot of my room. I don't care. It works for us. We lay it out straight. And we just roll it up. All right, don't take that long. We've just been used to it. On and off shut off valve, which is good. Love it. At first we had it here, you could tell. Then it was pinching, barely pulling any pressure, so I moved it out and hold it down to make sure it's not everywhere. Put the lines in. Same thing. This. We had a white bucket, made it black so we don't see it looking crappy all the time. But then now the bulk fitting on this is a 2-inch and the inside diameter is 1/2. 5 years again, because I had both of these tanks. These tanks are 8 years old because I was detailing out of my car for at least 2 years, a Chevy Malibu, then moved up to pickup trucks. So each truck, I had an F-250 and F-350. Those are what I use. So these tanks, this is probably my newer one. The old one, the 06, is my older one. But again, these things are tough, real tough. I love them. But the bulk fitting eventually will go out, which this one did. I'm gonna change the old one out so I don't run into an issue anymore. Change the whole lines out. Anytime something breaks, anytime something leaks, and I gotta pull it off, I replace everything. I'd rather just go ahead and replace it now so I don't have to deal with it later. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing that at all. So this is what I have to do to put it on. Again, it's a lot better. Didn't have to worry about the Velcro. Just throw it on. All right. So that is my setup for this. Wife cleaned it up. I mean, we're talking about scrubbing from seatbelts to everything. I mean, like, again, this is a 2000. But she got it looking good. I mean, this thing was nasty. We did upgrade the stereo to a CarPlay. Hey, look, that's the brand that I use. I don't care about what brand it is. If it works, it works. And I'll tell you right now, that thing is amazing. The CarPlay works great. The music, I did replace the speakers. I think I got, what I got in there? Kenwood. Got Kenwood speakers in there. But I did, I think it was 89 with the discount they have right now. So I think it was like 20, 30%. Great reviews, 4.6. And I'll tell you what, that thing is amazing. Works on Androids or iPhones, no problem. All of it's good. Comes with a remote too as well. This remote, I got the Velcro on it, so I'll get that. This is for the underglow. Keep it green, love it. I get so much attention. I got the new one coming in. That will be our very last one on Tuesday. That's going to be for the inside. We're going to run it on the inside so we can change it if we need to brighten it up to show light. And we're going to have it to the grill as well too. All right, so look, no joke. Like, when I tell you, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Look at that. Original miles. That's what I have on that bad boy. I'm telling you, this van is a beast. All right, so here, the problem that I had on the old one was I never bring two machines, and then it'll be one time I need both machines. So I went ahead and got one of the Max Shine two holders for the polishers, and they work amazing. This thing does not move at all. It don't fall over or nothing like that. Of course, while I put that in, I gotta refix the wires. Mat holders right there. All the buffers for the pads are all in there as well too. So again, I got everything all taken care of in this one. All right, so for the van, I had changed every door handle, and then come to find out they wrapped it. So I was not gonna lie, let's spend some money on the door handles and the labor work to do that. Mirrors, I replaced all the mirrors because some of them are cracked. Replaced them, get all of them on Amazon, and they work amazing. Now, what I did different on this is I Rhino-X that. I Rhino-X these parts. I didn't even realize this thing was part cracked, so I got a new one. Once I get the new one set up, I'll spray paint and replace that one as well. I Rhino-X that as well too. Changed out the wipers, the arm wipers. I got that all taken care of. Got the logo. That's gonna be our new logo. The old logo is on that one right there, as you can see. That was the white one. Now we're going black. And it has auto detailing on, of course, on the other one. Rhino-X, the grill. This is the new look. Same wheels, different tires. 20% on the windshield. Yeah, 20% all the way around, I believe. But that's the new look. And that's the old look. Big difference. Highly recommend don't use a bunch of decals. I'll tell you right now, it's too much writing, and I realize that. Now, the difference between this is this has reflectors. So the Spade, the Ace of Spades auto detailing itself, it's reflects. So at night, you don't even see the background. All you see is this big ass logo. And I'm telling you right now, that thing is amazing. But such a big difference. We even Rhino-X the top. So we sand everything down. So that's the old look. It's the exact same setup as this. Was this? We just changed it out. This is a little bit more aggressive looking. All that's going to be the exact same setup as this. So when we drive, it'll look good. But I think it came out good. I think Dr. Decal really showed his work, took his time. I appreciate him being patient. Oh yeah, here, swinging doors, especially the wind. This is all you need, right here. Locks right in place. I call him Dr. Decal, but it's the Decal Doctor. But the Rhino X, the bottom as well too. You would have asked me how pain in the butt it was. It was a lot. It was a lot of pain in the butt. And that's just because of the fact that I have two companies. So I run a valet company as well with my employees, and on top of running the detailing business with employees. And I work too. I mean, I still got customers. We got a lot of customers, so we got a team here. So there's still a lot to do. Payroll, all that. It's a lot. So every time I was working on this, or I was at Home Depot, or I was at everywhere. I was in every store you could think of. They see me so much, probably knew my name by now. But that's just because I wanted to appreciate the things that I did for myself. There is a difference between you just taking it to a place and spend $10,000-$12,000 and having built a custom and then make it phenomenal. I'm no hard feelings on that, but for me, I appreciate my own self better if I just did it myself and saved a hell of a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie, but it was a lot. So next van on the old one, we will not touch that until May. I'm gonna give myself a little 3 weeks, almost a month before I go ahead and work on it. Once we do, in May we'll strip that. This is gonna go a lot faster. And the reason for it is because I had to buy so many products because we didn't know if the size will fit on Amazon. Amazon was here every day with 3 or 4 boxes. There's times there was 20 boxes lined up. It was everywhere. And now that I have everything, I doubled everything. So everything's in the garage, everything is in the house. We got another whole basement full of stuff. So once I get the rest of the stuff that I need, just 2 more couple things I need, we'll start on that. And the good thing is it's gonna go faster because I have everything ready to go. What took us the longest was probably figuring out things that were getting in between. We're realizing this is not working. We need to buy this part. This is not working. Now we got to tweak this part. Or this is not working. We got to take it all off and have to replace the whole part. So there is a big difference that I highly recommend when you're doing your vans on your own. Be patient, because I'm telling you, you're going to be very frustrated when you see it. But at the end of the day, when it's all done, you're going to appreciate everything. They'll come out a lot better. So those are my difference between my vans, between the old and the new. And once we get that second one up and running, I say this should only take me this time. It should take me about no more than a month or less. And then we'll work on the third van because we are getting busy, growing a lot faster than we ever have. So if you had any questions, you guys got my number on there as well too. You can contact that number anytime you want. Let me move out of the way so I can clear up a little bit. That's my number. You can call it or you can Google it. I mean, Google me, you'll see me. I got 2 locations, one Acworth, one Marietta. You can call either number. Either I have the phone, my wife has the phone, somebody has the phone. You got any questions, you want to send a text, hey, where'd you get this? Saw you on YouTube. Just let me know. I'll even send you the link. I'm not that kind of person that doesn't, I like helping people out. So that's my biggest thing. So far, we already had two or three mentors already came along, ride-alongs, and also come to my house and teach them things that they never knew that you can do. It's just finding things. But I found things on my own, on the hard way, and then probably like in June or July is when I met Detailer Sarasota in July. Really showed me the whole true game. Then start talking to everybody like Anthony from First Class, I believe, First Class Detailing, and then you got Daniel Detailing as well. Just learning things and just taking some of the good and some things that just not going to work for me. Everybody has their own ways and everybody has their own preference. Not everything that you hear from Detailer Sarasota or this other detailer, you're not gonna have the same setup as his. You're not gonna be the same type of material as his. You're not gonna do the way he does things. So you got to understand that. That's the one biggest thing that you're gonna have to understand too. So overall, that's probably one of the hardest things that we've done is have to take some of the things we heard and fiddle it and work at it for ourselves. So again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me, text me, and I definitely can help you guys and send you that link from there. All right, see you guys soon.